Google Sites is a great tool to use for teachers and even for students to make online digital portfolios. For teachers, having a class website with Google Sites is very easy, especially if your school uses Google Apps for Education, because all of the other Google apps, like your Calendar and Google Classroom, your Google Drive, can be integrated very easily with Google Sites. So let's get started. In order to make a Google site, to create one, log in to your Google account. And then if you're using Google Chrome, make sure you hit this waffle button right here. Sorry, let me get rid of this. Hit the waffle button and hit Google Sites. Your page will be empty. The first thing you want to do is hit this red Create button. You can choose from blank template or browse the gallery, but we're not going to browse the gallery because you're going to edit your site and format it and design it after we create it. So we can start with a blank template. Name your site. You can change the name of the site later. However, you can't change the URL later. So this is going to be the URL. The site can be changed. You can select a theme here, but we're going to do that after we create it. And you also have other options. You can click here. Site category. This is for when people are searching for sites within your school's domain. So if you add keywords or tags, for instance, like social studies or high school or fun, whenever someone searches for those keywords, it will come up. And you can give a site description as well that people will be able to see underneath the title of your site when they search for your site. Okay, so now we press Create right up here. And it brings us to the new site. Now you know you're always in editing mode and you're logged into your site. If you see this white space up here with the editing button, the add page button, and the more actions or options button, and of course your username up here. That's how you know you're logged in and you can edit the site. If you hit the drop down, that's your profile. The sharing button is the same as Google Drive items. We're going to go over that in a later tutorial. And this is your site. Now notice it opened up a new tab. If I go back to the Google Sites, a couple of other things to note. This is your main Google Sites app. These are the sites you created. This is the site we just created. So on this main Google Sites app, you have a couple of options. You have user settings underneath this right here. Default language, time zone, email notifications notify me of my own changes, and enable shortcuts. It's not too many options really. Okay, if you click this red button, it brings you back to sites. You can browse sites. These are sites, again, these are the categories. And if you click one of the categories, the site you just created comes up. So that's why you add categories. And this is the description of the site. Now, when you're browsing sites within your own school's domain. So in this case, I'm browsing sites within edtechnologyspecialists.com. So right now we're looking at my sites in edtechnologyspecialists.com, and here's the sandbox. So we're going to go back to the website. We're going to go over how to add pages, how to edit pages, how to edit your site layout, and manage the site in the next couple of tutorials.